Hey everybody, it's Kikyo, and here is part 3, the last, final, officially ending part of this story. Now, I told you about how I allowed one friend to take over again during my senior year in high school, and I kind of did this thing where I was like, well, I couldn't control what my friends did. They just took over and just like wouldn't let me do anything and wouldn't listen to me and stuff like that. Thing is that I wouldn't allow myself to be heard. And I let my friends take over. I didn't have to let them take over. I could have just told them, back up and leave it alone, because all I want to do is just be friends with this guy. I do not want to have a relationship with this guy because I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen and it's not going to work out. Me and the guy are still pretty decent friends, not like good close friends, but still decent friends. I am afraid to get close to people at the youth group anyway, so we're like decent friends. So this girl decides that she wants to come to some of my youth groups. She decides that she wants to come to this thing that used to be called Resonate, but ended up being called Crave. It was another form of Disciple Now, if you had Disciple Now, D Now, whatever. And I was cool with her joining because she was one of my close friends. So I wrote a poem a week before this whole event anyway started happening. I wrote a poem and I just decided to share it with a bunch of people, and he happened to be one of the people that I decided to share it with, because I was like, he's probably not going to read it anyway or say anything about it, so might as well send it to him on Facebook. So I sent it to him, and literally like 2 hours later this guy actually responds to it, and he actually tells me it's pretty good. And I was like, really? That's cool. Thank you for the compliment. And she knew about it, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did it. That's the most bold thing you ever did, and he'll probably find you so romantic and blah blah blah, because it was such a romantic poem. And I'm like, it wasn't really romantic, it was very painful actually. Most of my poetry is quite painful. And so she goes, okay, well, I'm gonna help you get with this guy, and if you're not gonna get with this guy, I'm gonna help you confess to this guy. She tries to get me to write letters again, tries to send emails and messages and stuff like that through my Facebook, and send messages to his friends through her Facebook. And February of my senior year hits. I start talking to another dude. I start getting over this guy that I've been so infatuated with, that I thought that I was in love with, because he was just such a beautiful person and such a very nice and friendly person. And like, I literally thought I was in love with this guy. I was just like, this guy is amazing. I've never seen a guy so amazing and so nice and so different. So I was very lonely at the youth group. And when you're lonely, sometimes you reach out and you like people because you want company, and because they're different, and you want somebody to, like, I guess, set you free from certain things. And that's how it was liking him. And I was stupid enough to think that I was in love with him, but it was just infatuation because of the type of person he was. But it's a good thing I never tried to get into a relationship with him or anything like that. I just wanted to be his friend, because I knew that my thoughts towards him were crazy. Like, they were legit crazy. And I knew that my friends were crazy, because after a while of being pressured, I ended up telling him how I felt about him. Obviously, this guy is in college now, and I'm a senior in high school, and he does not want to deal with me. No. No. I'm not even legal yet. I'm 17 years old. Crazy. But I draw a little picture of My Neighbor Totoro, the umbrella scene with the little girls and stuff like that. I draw that picture, and I put, I like you on the back, then I explain why, and it comes out really bad because I'm extremely bad at explaining things. But I wrap it up and stuff like that, and it's on a receipt, and I wrap it up, and my friend's like, are you sure? And I'm over here like, oh, now you want to ask me if I'm sure? But after a while, you've been trying to get me to tell him anyway? Anyway, I give it to him, and he's like, cool. And I said, read it when you're alone, because I'm embarrassed and I don't want you to read it in front of me. And he's like, okay, cool. After he reads it, I see him the next day. The dude has the most distraught look on his face. Like, I've never seen a person look that distraught in my entire life. Like, the dude looks like Invasion of the Body Snatchers went into his stomach, took something out, and replaced something into his stomach. Like, he looked that bad. And I was like, was it that bad? I told him that he did not have to tell me anything, but I ended up getting curious because of his reaction to it. I was like, why did you react so badly to it? We're not even that close. I mean, it's obvious I liked you. You already knew this, so why did you react so bad when I actually decided to tell you and bring it to the light? It was weird. And the dude, and then like 2 weeks later, like of course I'm sad because obviously he doesn't like me back, of course. But 2 weeks later, I get blocked from him on Facebook. It was weird. I'm like, why did you block me? I didn't even follow you on Facebook. I did not send any messages afterwards. I did not ask for anything. But come to find out that one of my friends decided that they wanted to go into my Facebook because I never logged out of my computer because I got a new computer later on. But they wanted to go into my Facebook. And they messaged one of his friends about it. And then another one of his friends about it. And probably even him. But I didn't see a message towards him from my Facebook. Whatever it did, it caused him to like react that badly to it. And I didn't have an explanation for why this happened. I mean, I get it. But I did tell him in the message that I liked. I did say I liked earlier, but I put a D at the end of it. Because I started getting over him. I started liking this other guy that I was close friends with. But I ended up not liking him either because he was stupid. But and then I guess I like someone else, but whatever. It's just I got over him. And like when I saw him in college, he spoke to me multiple times too. He spoke to me multiple times. He was asking how I was doing and stuff like that. He freaking held the door open for me one time. And I was still blocked on Facebook. Dude even responded to me on Twitter once after he graduated from college, but yet I was still blocked on Facebook. And to this day, I have no idea why. And I feel like it may have for me, I felt like it took me a long time to get over him because I thought I loved him, but now I know that the reason why it took me so long to get over him is because there was no like official closure. But yeah, moral of the story is, if you like a guy and you just want to be friends with him, don't let your friends interfere. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you can relate to this story. And if you're able to relate to this story, just like it, share it, leave a comment below, stuff like that. Subscribe to this channel because I tell more stories. Some of them are crazy, some of them are funny, and some of them are like this where they end up pretty sad. And yeah, have a great and wonderful day, guys.